What's going on, people? It is Irish Gunner HD here. You can call me Irish, and welcome to episode 4 of Random Kit Generator. So today I got a pretty half and half setup. I think it's fair to say. So I got the assault class with the PP2000s, the Cobra sight, and the laser, and nothing in the third slot. The sidearm was the M9 tac, which again, this is where it starts to go downhill because the PP2000 with a Cobra and laser is pretty good, but then the M9 tac, not really a huge fan of the single or the semi-auto single fire handguns, whatever you call them. Any handgun that's not an M93 or a G18, basically. I prefer those to myself. But yeah, so that's the sidearm, and then the everything else is M320 smoke. So I didn't have a med kit, which sucked. Defibs and run ammo or squad ammo, and I don't think I have squad ammo yet on PC. So yeah, that was the loadout that I got. So as I said in the kind of intro, a bit of both. The PP2000, I really don't mind it. I love the sound of it, and that's just, I know it's kind of a cosmetic thing and it has no effect on the actual gameplay, but I like the sound of guns. Like different guns have different sounds in this game, obviously, and I really like the sound of the PP2000 and the look of it as well. Again, it's all cosmetic and it has no impact on the gameplay, but it's nice to enjoy what you're holding. Do you know what I mean? Like what you see on screen. Like it's nice to like it, which I do. So as far as performance goes, the PP2000, I think it's probably like in the second tier of the submachine guns, like the all kits weapons. Like you'd have your MP7 and your UMP or your P90 or something like that. They'd all be top tier. Then something like an AS Val might be like the AS Val, and the PP2000 might be middle tier. Or sorry, MP5K would probably be up there as well. I'd say that'd be probably, for me personally, that would be second tier. It wouldn't be quite as good as the P90 or the MP7, but then you have this where the PP2000 slots in, which would be the middle, and then you've obviously got like the PP19, the water gun, which is just awful. That would be like the just crappy lower tier. Don't use it. But yeah, so like it's a mid-range kind of, or not mid-range as in like shooting range, but like mid-market kind of gun. Like it's not the best and it's not the worst. With the Cobra sight, obviously Cobra sight, perfectly fine sight. Not gonna complain about that. At least I didn't get trolled. It wasn't like it's 16 times scope that they put in specifically to troll me or something. But yes, I know it doesn't exist. I know. But yeah, like Cobra sight is not a problem at all. And laser, again, you can't go wrong. Increase your hip fire accuracy, especially with these SMGs, like the all kits weapons. You kind of have to. No, you don't have to. But it kind of really helps to be able to hip fire, and like that's what, like, people, you can easily use these weapons in like hip fire only mode and just not ever look down the sights. Some weapons you'll have more success than others, like the MP7 and the P90 you'd have more success with than this probably, but you can still do it. Like that's kind of what they're made for. So having the laser sight on it is obviously not a huge deal. Now my aim is obviously still not 100%. I'm still getting used to PC, so there's not, it's about 90%. Like every now and again I over aim or under aim, or I just can't move the mouse far enough over. There was actually one point when I was recording this where I literally, the guy did like a circle around me, and it was really weird. Like I had to literally, my hand was almost like upside down, if you get me. Like it was like when you have your hand over the mouse, like I had my hand like all the way bent over to the side because I was trying to do such a big 360 in one mouse movement. And my mouse movement, like my mouse settings are fine, so that it's nothing to do with that. I'm just saying, any feelings that I have on this gun goes. It's all, you have to keep in mind that I'm still like getting new to the PC. So if I find a gun hard to use, which I don't find many guns hard to use. The LMGs are still a bit of a bitch, but they're not as bad. They're not nearly as bad as they are on console. But yeah, I should get back to this actually. Smoke, awful. Oh, sorry, no, the third slot, having nothing in the third slot, I really would have liked. I think you can get extended mags in the third slot, and if not, I'm sure you can get something a lot more useful. And Vegas just crashed, but I know that I've got about 30 seconds to a minute left, so I'm just going to keep going. The smoke or sorry, no, yeah, having nothing in the third slot kind of sucks, because I really would have liked to have those extra rounds or whatever added perk you get from using the third, whatever is in the third slot. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but yeah, that would have been nice, but I didn't. I wasn't granted that kind of pleasure or luxury, if you will. Yeah, so smoke, absolutely useless. I just kind of popped it up to get in and out of flags. So not really useless, but like I've seen videos recently, I think it was Matimio put up a terrible weapon challenge where he ran around smoke only and knife only or something like that, and he was just getting kills for days with it, and I got one. I think you'll see it, I'll leave it in at the end here before something else that I'll mention at the end. But yeah, I could only get one kill. If I tried to aim for someone, it would just completely miss, and I ended up, I mostly just used my time just using it as like, okay, we need to get in on this flag, let's pop smoke to cover ourselves. That's basically it. And then ammo, you can't go wrong. So yeah, I don't know if it's playing or not, because like I said, Vegas crashed as I was watching along, so I don't know how far over this is. I hope it's about the same time, but what you're going to see at the very end is the most amount of Rambo revives I've ever experienced. I think it was 3, possibly 4. It was ridiculous, but I suppose I'd rather get Rambo revived a lot of times than not get revived. I could have stayed alive one of them times, so fair enough. If you enjoyed the video, please do leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new here. Thanks for watching the video, and goodbye.